Hey, Spuddies, Potato Whiskey here, and welcome to Civ 5 Brave New World, the Lek mod. We're going to go ahead and hit play now. Once again, completely random leader, completely random map. It's a large size map, Deity difficulty, game pace quick. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out this goddamn game. Damn it, I already played Italy. I'm going to re-roll. Italy and Iroquois are off the table. Okay, Ahmad al-Mansur. We get +4 gold and +2 culture for each trade route with a different civ or city-state, increasing by +1 gold or +1 culture each era. Other civs gain gold for trade routes sent to Morocco. We have the Berber cavalry and the Kasbah. Let's have a look at the Berber cavalry. Is available at, okay, it's a replacement to cavalry, so this is like a mid-game military unit. Requires horses, all that stuff. What about the Kasbah? So what is the Kasbah? Rock the Kasbah. It can be built on desert, so it's just a 2 food, 1 production, 1 gold thing that can be built on desert. It makes desert tiles not useless. Oh, okay. So I actually don't have fresh water, which is kind of an interesting thing. I think settling in place here is perfectly reasonable. So we will do that. Marrakech has been founded. We will go scout. We will show the queue. We will go double scout. Double scout feels like the natural decision to make. We always open with mining because we want to reveal iron. We want to be able to construct mines, and we want to be able to chop down the forests here to get good tempo. Ruins explored. There's 90 gold. Playing against DDAI in the Lek mod is something that I have not yet figured out. We have found a city-state over here, which is nice. So let's go ahead and step forward here. We've met Mogadishu. Mogadishu is a maritime city-state, so they will give us food if we can make friends with them. They have spices. They also have 30 gold. I'm going to step 1 tile to the right here. I'll send this scout up and around this way, and then this scout down this way. Oh, I forgot to do production focus. Okay, so we missed out on 1 production there because I forgot to have production focus on. That happens. It's like it should be automatic for you to put that production focus on. So we missed out on a production there. Lock those tiles in. Let's send the scout northeast. City has grown. Excellent. Move 1 tile to the right. There's another ruins. No! Somebody settled there. Okay. There is Hiram of Phoenicia. There's more ruins. Awesome. It looks like we're center of continent. We did just research archery. Free technology is good. We also found El Dorado. That could be something worth settling for. Are we going tradition or are we going liberty this game? I think I could get away with a tradition opener, which means we could skip the monument because we would get it for free from tradition tech. So would I prefer to open with a worker and start getting our amber online? That could be good. Okay, mining is finished. We are growing. I have archery for free. I will go for pottery. I'm going to start scouting up in this loop. Grab that ruin right there. Beautiful. You're going to come looping back down to the south so we can just have a better understanding. I think this is going to be a tradition opener for us. I feel like tradition's a very safe opener. We have wine down here. We have El Dorado to the north. Grab that. Okay, we found a map. Okay, now I'm starting to lean liberty, which means I wish I was making a monument. But I probably still will go tradition here because it just feels safer to have a few small, powerful cities rather than spend a lot of time building settlers. Marrakech has grown. I should have the money now to buy some tiles. I should probably have already bought my iron. It's a mistake that I didn't. I would like another 2 food, 1 production tile, which means buying out to this bison becomes the play. You can lock that in. Send you south. You're going for that ruin for me. Be nice. I could trade an embassy with you. Speaking of which, I should probably trade embassy and open borders with people to get value. So with Phoenicia, I'm going to do mutual embassies, like so. And then I'm going to offer them open borders for 1 gold per turn. And I'm going to do the exact same with Nebuchadnezzar, because this allows me to basically steal 1 gold per turn from the AI, which is my small victory that I get over them being a human-brained player. Oh, Sri Pada is down here. It's kind of interesting. Okay, we get these online first. We're definitely going tradition. I could start a worker, or rather, I could start a settler. I think I would like to get a second worker out. We did get an archer, which is nice. You're heading north to explore. You're trying to clean up this fog of war, right? We can do something with that. Who am I going to steal from? Probably Mogadishu. We'll position ourselves here. Even if we only get 1 steal from them, that's fine. A multi-steal is obviously ideal, but I will always take a single steal as well. I'm going to steal that worker. Luxury-wise, mostly mining luxuries. Would love to settle that sugar. This is improved by a quarry, I believe, which would require masonry. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, maybe a city on the bananas or on the sugar. That'd be an extra tile out. The extra tile out feels like pretty far. I might do the bananas, and then we could buy the El Dorado tile to have crazy good growth, good border growth. I'm definitely thinking on the wine. 1, 2, 3. That's a good wine tile. And maybe over here by the Kasbah, the copper, we could do 4 cities. Boom, boop, boop. maybe on the wheat. I don't know. We got to figure something out. We're probably not going to get the Hanging Gardens. I will give it a go, but it's very, very unlikely that we get it. We are playing on Deity, so the AI has huge bonuses. And we're also playing on Lek mod, which makes the AI, well, typically makes the AI even harder. We met Cape Town. Cape Town is a hostile maritime city-state, so they don't like people. Amber Mine is coming up soon. You keep exploring. Yeah, I feel like we've got good knowledge of our local area. Let's keep setting out those embassies. Oh wow, these two capitals are very close together. Let's adopt tradition. That's going to be 3 culture per turn and increases the rate of border expansion in our cities. I'm going to talk to Cordoba here, and I will sell them open borders for 1 gold. It's 25 gold that we just secured for ourselves. Cardiff as well. I'm going to sell them open borders for 1 gold. It's turn 15, double slamming with my units to try to clear this. I'll build a mine, that's 10 happiness. The city will grow next turn. I'm going to purchase the shrine and then work on a settler next turn. So let's go ahead and declare war on Cape Town. They're hostile anyway, and then we'll step onto that worker. It's important that we get worker steals off. Marrakech, we will start the settler production. We're going to reset the city. We want to focus on production. Currently, we're making 11 production per turn towards settlers. Let's get the sheep online. That's still 11. Can we get it up? There's 13. Could I buy a tile? 14 production towards settlers. That's perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's decent. And then we'll step onto deer tiles and get chopping. Make sure we clear that barb camp so it's not annoying. Sorry, we don't have interest in wars. We got to bribe the AI to go to war with each other on higher difficulties is something that I've found. Let's retreat both of these away. We're improving the iron. It'll take 4 turns. We're chopping the forest here as well. That'll get us a little bit of production. Move you this way. This is unfortunately a hill. I'm trying to see where I could park my archer. Probably right over here. The only place I can park where I can get an easy steal without being spotted. It's like the way that the city-state vision works. All right, let's get you healing up, and we'll get you healing up. You guys managed to clear a barb camp, so we don't have to deal with it anymore. We'll chop there. That's 13 production. That's an extra turn of production, basically. New policy is available. I'm going to grab legalism. That's going to be another +2 culture in our cities, plus a monument for free, so we don't need to build it. And it means when we settle these cities, they will instantly have their monuments, which is really nice. You can move here to get chopping. Chopping is the most important thing. Shaves turns off of these settlers. There's a settler. We will add another. And we want to build 4 cities when you're playing tradition. I guess technically you could do 5. It's not optimal. Where am I sending this settler? Do I do the wine first or do I do El Dorado first? I think I do the sugar first. Securing El Dorado would be big. I am going to put you on this mine because it's worth +1 production. And then I'm going to move this guy over to this forest to chop it. We need to chop through these guys as fast as we can. Beautiful open borders. We're up to 15 production in here. I'll buy another high production tile. No, I don't need to. We're good as it stands, but if we put a couple of turns into this, we will get better production. I am going to move you onto this forest. I'm going to chop here. This will be worth 8 production. It's not a huge amount, but it is worth it in my opinion. Let's step onto the sugar. That'll mean that we take no happiness penalties from being here. Boom. We settle the sugar. We lose 4 happiness from settling a city, but we gain 4 from settling that. But we also need to actually unlock calendar to get that benefit. So it'll give us a few minutes here. I'll open up with a granary in Rabat so that we can grow it really quickly. I'll set it to production focus and we'll lock in the banana tile. Let's chop this jungle as well. It'll speed up the rate at which we get our next settler. We can adopt a policy. I am going to take the 15% growth and +2 food in the capital so that we can yeet away on our abilities here. I'm going to get to work on improving these amber mines as well because that will allow us to sell resources to other players. Now the game wants me to settle up here to the north. Probably isn't a terrible idea. It is quite rich land up here, but I would rather settle this wine. Then again, there is really good plantation land up here to the north. If I settle right here, I can buy the cocoa. Okay, tradition is the classic. Okay, well that made my decision for me. Let's go settle the wine. Improve the amber, improve the amber, improve the mine. 2 turns until we get our last settler out. Turn 25, we got our settlers pumping. Pretty okay here. The only thing I don't like is that I don't really have faith for a pantheon. All right, Rabat has grown. Awesome. Back to growing even more. Let's get this pasture online. You are chilling. You know, if I settle one tile to the left here, I could buy this lapis and this city becomes a 3 luxury city, which would actually be insane because I do have the money to make that work. I could theoretically get 3 luxuries with a single city, which would be absolute domination. So I might try to do that. So there's the final settler. I will put a turn into the granary while we wait for the hanging gardens to become available. I'm going to reset this city and I'm going to go all in on the hanging gardens to see if we can get it. If we can't get it, it's fine. But if we do get the hanging gardens, it's great. Okay, that's kind of that feels quite forward actually. We could go settle down south beside the Sri Pada, get a coastal city. There are some strategics down here. It's not a terrible fate, especially if this city can get the 3 luxuries like we want. Okay, there's mathematics. I don't think anybody has built the hanging gardens. I'm going to queue those up, get that mine up, get that mine up. Can I trade now? Phoenicia doesn't have any luxuries to trade. The Moors don't have any luxuries to trade. Wales has gold to trade for amber. Babylon has lapis. I can get that lapis though through subterfuge. What about the Huns? Mari? Okay, no luxuries to trade right now. I'm going to settle this city here. I'm going to use gold in Fez to quickly grab this tile, and then I will buy my way towards the salt. Perfect, we have them. Fez, I want you to do production focus. For now though, I think we will take the growth tiles. Those are fine. Probably could use more workers. A lot of my workers are concentrated around the capital, which is kind of not ideal in this current moment. I'll start you on a worker. Nay, I'll start you on a granary. That growth is going to be key if you're playing a tradition game, I feel like. So getting the granary up. No, nope. I want happiness for my luxuries. Rabat has grown. Work that culture, baby. A few turns. There's a lot of free value, in particular the happiness. The free aqueduct is also huge. Make your way down here for the luxury improvement. This city doesn't need a luxury improvement. I would like to get the salt as well. You're improving the pasture, that's fine. I can found a pantheon. There are still religions to be founded. I'm going to peace out Cape Town and I will take sugar, wine, spices. We do have 3 amber in the capital. So is there anything that scales off of amber? Tears of the Gods is actually amazing here for us. +1 faith, +2 gold on amber is insane. Earth Mother is also fantastic here for faith generation, if that's the kind of direction that we want to look into. I'm trying to remember, what is my civilization special ability with my leader? Yeah, so we're more about the trade. So that could point us in like either a patronage or a commerce direction. At the very least, maybe Merchant Confederacy could be good to pick up. I'm going to take Tears of the Gods because I like the idea of amber just being this insanely valuable. I'll work this flatland amber. I'll work this amber. Then I will work the pasture tile. 24 gold per turn is kind of nutty. It does slow down the rate at which we grow, but we could use gold to make up for that. Buying tiles, doing all sorts of stuff. Buying builders, for example. Buying workers. So there's calendar. That will get us +4 health. +4 happiness, rather, from the things that we have settled upon. I'm going to grab monarchy. That's going to be even more gold, even more happiness. I'm really glad that we managed to squeak through a potential hanging gardens here. It could be worth it for us to rush our national college. So I'm going to start the process of that soon. I think we also want our camps first, maybe. It would be good for us to get quarries because we do have quarry tech here. So I'll put a pasture here and we have 2 quarries that we could make good use of. You're a tile away from the position we want to settle you. Perfect. We've got all our cities settled by turn 31. Oh, somebody else stole the hanging gardens. Okay, that's fair. We gave it an attempt. It was unlikely to happen. Let's make sure you're production focused and then work the high faith tile. We found Trieste. Build me a granary. We will switch to making workers in here in the capital so that we can improve our cities. Fez has 2 citizens, which is excellent. I'd meant to switch one away to a more food and gold tile. Build that salt mine for me. That's going to be +1 food and +1 production on that tile. It's going to be fantastic. We are going to want to build a military as well to defend ourselves. There's masonry, which is for quarries. Awesome. You demand coffee. We will sort you out with coffee eventually. Let's research trapping. Fez is getting converted. We're probably not getting a religion this game. It could still happen. Great Mosque of Jenny is gone already. There's another worker. Head over to Rabat. Have we researched the wheel yet? Yeah, we do. So we can start by building roads. Great Wall has been built. Mogadishu searches for science. Probably not going to be able to do a whole lot for city-states early in the game. But as time goes on, it will get better. Islam is an interesting religion. What can we purchase faith-wise? Cathedrals and mosques. Fantastic. Great use of fate there. Let's make sure we improve a mine so this city has a good tile. Build a road right there. That pasture's coming online. Awesome. Perfect. Give me that 1 gold per turn. Hell yeah, give me that 1 gold per turn. Hiram and another player are at war. We did just unlock camps and circuses. Make sure to work that. There's trapping. Improve this. Probably should improve the lapis lazuli first because it is a luxury. There is a theoretical Petra in the capital, which would be pretty darn good. And we're going to get a natural golden age, which is nice. Let's start working towards the National College. Open borders with Attila. Looks like a good move. Boom. Road, road, road. Let's move this worker from this to that so that we can continue to grow. My empire is kind of a weird like S shape, which is not ideal, but it should be fine. We're a little bit vulnerable from being attacked on all sides. There's writing. We can start tacking. We don't need to do it just yet, but we can if we want to. I will grab aristocracy. +1 happiness for every 10 citizens in a city. Hopefully we can trigger that in the not too distant future. Make sure this city is working on good food. We almost have Rabat connected. You're building a mine right there. You're building a camp. Awesome. Marrakech grew. I think I would like to grow the city a little bit better, so I'm going to work the deer tile. Need to grow the capital a lot faster than it currently is. 5 gold for a luxury is honestly fine, considering how many of them I have, how many ambers I have. Work that camp tile. Awesome. That'll keep you busy. Good job building the road. Build that quarry for even more happiness. We're about to trigger a golden age. We're on the verge of it. Improve that deer. Becomes a 3 food, 1 production tile. We mean no harm. My units are merely passing by. I literally have a unit on your border, dude. Okay, what do we got in here? Capital, it's got to be granary. That's +1 food from wheat, bananas, deer, and bison. We can start to grow this city. Improve the camp, bison. I meant to build a mine there, that's fine. Keep selling that open borders because it keeps them happy and it makes them give you a small trickle of money. Coming into Marrakech, I will purchase. Okay, we got the granary in Fez. Let's get started on the watermill. Food and production. Remember, food is production and production is king. All right, do we have a 2 food? Oh man. 1, 2, 3. Almost can reach that jade. Maybe if I had settled 1 tile to the left or something. I don't know. Let's work that horse tile, I guess. We'll get the lapis lazuli up. 15 happiness per turn surplus should lead to a really happy civilization. There's the embassies. Tehran has been discovered. You make your way down to improve that horse. We love the King Day. Mogadishu's pretty happy with me. Petra has been built in a faraway land. Yeah, it's unlikely that you're going to get many wonders when you're playing against the AI on Deity difficulty, which I think just ultimately makes the game less fun. I think that's the real downside of playing on Deity, is the game is actually just less fun on this difficulty, but it's more interesting to watch from a gameplay point of view, right? So there's a Golden Age. Golden Age has a very nice effect, right? Plus 20% production, empire-wide, and culture is increased by 20%, and every tile that produces 1 gold produces an extra gold. So really, really nice there. Population grew in the capital. We take them off this production tile. We put them onto this deer tile. Make sure we get the other deer tile improved as well. We're improving this quarry. This quarry has been built. We're building a road there. That's excellent. This camp will be finished. We'll be able to connect things up. Okay, what do I want to use my gold on? How many workers do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could use 2 more. So let me buy a worker. I'll buy a caravan as well, and we'll start doing a bit of trading. I'll probably trade with Cape Town? No, probably Mogadishu. If I build a stoneworks, the marble, obsidian, and stone will give +1 production. So this is worth about 3 production in this city. No, actually 4 production. 1 from the building, and then there's a stone, and an obsidian. So that's 4 total production potential in here. It is also worth 3 signs for me to build a library. But that's a little bit early. I think right now it's production time. Because it's this city isn't even that big in terms of population. We don't even have our aqueducts. All right, let's get that horse online. Attila the Hun declared war. That's upsetting. Can I get you, this guy, whoever you are, can you declare war on Attila the Hun? Even if I gave you all of my luxuries, you wouldn't do it. What about you, Siam? How would you feel about declaring war on Attila the Hun? Even if I gave you all of my luxuries. Okay, that's worrying. I'll start walls in here. I'll move my archer back. I'll start an archer in the capital. We'll get to work on construction for the comp bow. Road up, road up. Caravan, I'm going to go for a safer trade route with Cape Town. Well, there's a lot of signs for trading with Valencia here. Akkad would be 5 signs per turn for me, which is actually kind of insane. So I'm friends with Akkad. Ooh, it's a lot of units. All right, let's make sure we lock in production tiles. We get that in 6 turns. take this off. Trying to think what I can do in Casablanca to help the war effort. Take up the mantle of building workers so my capital doesn't have to get back to that eventually. Casablanca has grown. Make sure to work the good tiles that have lots of food. Fez has also grown. And honestly, this city has so much food that we can get away with working this. Although this is the tile that it grows to when it overflows. So maybe the wheat would be better. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get units up here fast enough to save that city, which is rather upsetting. And this is pretty much the Deity AI experience in Civ 5. Like, the AI just declares war on you after war after war after war. And there's very little you can do about it, honestly. Let's make you a compo, shoot that guy, finish that road. You come up here, become a compo, start a compo, finish that road so this guy can get on it. You build a road there. You start a road here. Finish that pasture so you can start a road. We will finish adopting tradition. So now we do have our free aqueducts and we can now purchase great engineers with faith. Can I get these down to 1 turn? Even 2 turns. Looks like I can for now. Although it cripples my growth a little, which I don't like. Let's get started on horseback riding so we can maybe get some horses to reinforce. Rabat is probably going to fall. There's very little I can do for it, which is frustrating, but that's okay. Pull back, secure what we can. Definitely would like bronze working. Be able to get, make some horsemen. I probably don't need workers as much, but you don't produce very well just yet. So keep on keeping on. All right, we'll improve this wheat. We'll improve this mine. I don't even have fortifications yet, I don't believe. Yeah, I don't have forts unlocked, so I can't even really stop this. But I am hopeful that I'll be able to turn this around. Rabat is dead. Sure, I will buy the mosque in here, chop that jungle tile. You have grown, good sir. Steal that horse from this city. Your spare worker can go to here and to here. Choose research. I think ironworking on the forge would be good. I would like to be building my libraries and going into a sciencey direction, but I think it's sort of necessary that I fight here. Oh wow, he raised the city. That's a really interesting choice. Not what I would have expected the AI to do. We can still compete on 3 cities. I don't think there's any point in trying to reestablish that city. We just accept that we lost it and pivot into a different direction. Let's get our libraries up. My golden age has ended. That's life, man. There's nothing I can do about it. Improve the farm. Pastures on the way. You did chop there. Excellent. Great work. And there's another pasture over here that we would like to improve. You did get this up. I want to improve that. Quarry is finishing. Keep that open borders deal going. He wants a peace treaty, but I refuse to give him Fez. Let's make sure we shoot this guy. Get that kill. Perfect. In the capital, I'm going to quickly grab my library because that's going to be an important building long term for science generation. I definitely want to see if I can get my national college. It holds a lot of value. Build a lumber mill on this hardwood. Population has grown in here. I definitely want to get my stable. A lot of things I want to improve in here, really. I'm going to 1-turn the stoneworks because that makes it really easy for me to justify working these 2 food flatland tiles. I'm going to build a caravan so I can trade more. In the capital, I'm going to purchase the barracks to save on work time in there. I will promote you with open terrain promotions. Fez, you have grown. Keep on growing. We have excess happiness, which means we're not using it effectively. I definitely feel like the trick to Civ 5 is one of the tricks is just don't get demoralized and don't panic. Like if you're not 100% sure how a scenario plays out, like play it out. See what happens. That's how you learn. People make mistakes. AIs make mistakes. Ooh, I made a mistake right there. That guy's really far forward now, which makes me uncomfortable. Chop that jungle, got rid of it. Perfect. 7 gold per turn, and you can have that amber. I'm annoyed that he raised that city. That was a good-ass city. All right, there's 2 pastures in here. That does make a stable very valuable, so I will build that. And we're not into military production time yet. We might one day reach that moment, but we are not there yet. I will build a fort there. Why not? A knight. Ouch. Let's block any reinforcements from causing issues there real quick. Okay, we got ironworking, which does give us access to things like the forge. I'm going to get my national college right now so that we can get sciencing. That'll take 5 turns. We don't need to unit cycle here, but we can slam. Do a little exploratory probing of our enemy's weaknesses. It's probably a bad idea, but we'll just see how it goes. It almost certainly goes badly for us, but if I can get that knight kill, it would be nice. He promoted it. That's okay. Hey, it looks like he's trying to kill Tehran. Pull you back, shoot you there. I regret you shooting with you. Improve. Yes, horses are online. Excellent. Keep getting you farms. You are working the wheat. You are slightly positive on food. That's excellent. There's a chop right there that we need to chop. Get me that quarry. Go to the next turn. Sure, you can have an amber. Just don't declare war on me. I'm busy. Step back, shoot, you kill, retreat, retreat. Rough promotion, block, awesome. And coming into Fez, I'll grab a barracks so we can start building military units, continue to chop. We got the caravan. I'm going to change it to Marrakech. Make sure to chop the forests in here. Chop, 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 chop. I know this isn't Civ 6, but chopping is still really damn good. It's always been good. Wow. Wow. Incredible play, Mongolia. Incredible. You honorless cur. Okay, one horse is blessed in 2 different types of terrain. Fall back, you fortify. Move here to build more forts. Caravan, we will trade with Beritus. No, we will trade with Tyre. It's worth a lot to us. National College finishes next turn, which will be a nice boost to our science. We go from 51 science to approximately 70. There's a 40% science increase, so that's a big deal. Kill that horseman. Before we kill the horseman, though, we're going to adopt honor. If we're going to be fighting, we may as well get culture for fighting. In the capital, I'm going to adopt, I'm going to grab workshops, and I'm probably going to look to push at crossbows. So until then, we're just doing setup. So I'll start building workshops across my empire for that production. Workshops are very valuable. They give you +2 base production, plus an additional 10% production, and they give you an engineer slot. So let me do workshop into barracks. I would like to get my heroic epic, but I will focus on the workshops first. Okay, we can no longer chop there. It's okay, it's not the most important thing in the world to chop. It is important to build a mine right there. Fortify this tile, and we will get the rest of these juicy little units to heal up. Perfect. Machu Picchu has been completed by another player. Build that fort right there. You have leveled up. I believe you will be rough promoted. Sure. Pop a little farm right there. None of my cities are really growing, sadly. Yeah, if I had tried to reestablish that city over there, it wouldn't have gone well for me. Pop into Marrakech. I will grab a cathedral. That's +5 culture per turn. So that little bit of trickle of faith boosting from that is going to really keep us in the game. All right, there's currency, so we can also get markets. Can I afford to buy the market in the capital? Because 25% extra gold in here is huge. Marrakech has grown. Make sure we're working really high food tiles. We need to get the stable in there. We need to get so much in terms of production. We're up to 76 science, which is amazing. We're trying to just keep our workers busy by building farms. Sure, the farms, it's not the most important or useful building in the entire game, or thing in the entire game, but it does have value. Okay, we got a workshop in Marrakech. Let's grab the stable. That's going to give us the extra production from pastures. Stables are fantastic. 15% extra production when building mounted units, and +1 production from horses, sheep, and cattle, as well as maize giving +1 food. We do have at least 2 pastures in this city, so that's +2 production. That adds up. Caravan, let's trade with a cat again. It's worth culture for our civ, I believe. Yeah, so tradition does let you turtle a little. It lets you sit back safely while you build up. Perfect. My workshops are coming online. I will want stoneworks here. I will definitely want the forge. That's another 15% production when producing land units. But more importantly, it's also a boost towards iron. Let's purchase the market, because that's worth 4 gold per turn to us. And we will immediately, worth so much culture, but I kind of need to focus on upping my stats so that when I actually start crossbow building, we can pump them at an outrageous rate. Because I'm pretty sure if we go ironworks into crossbow spam, it's going to be very, very difficult to stop us. Is that true? I don't actually know, but it's what I'm going to try. My capital city has grown. Continue to work here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the really good growth tiles. So, and the other thing is we're not feeding the capital just yet. Not really. So it's a little scary to try to get our guilds up right now when we're on the verge of a crossbow push in the midst of a war that I didn't want. We finished the forge. Let's get the heroic epic. The heroic epic will give us +1 culture, but most importantly, all newly trained non-air units trained in this city will get a 15% combat strength boost, which will be really useful. Coming into Fez, is it time to start producing units? It's 4 turns until we actually unlock crossbows, when we can start spamming them out. And then we're likely to follow crossbows up with a steel into gunpowder push to try to make that unsustainable become sustainable. So I'm gonna start by, did we get a stable in here? No, we didn't. I would have to steal this horse here to maybe be able to build a stable in the future. start with a market. Now you have a stable, so we could very easily start producing horsemen in this city as a support unit. Putting down farms. You're forting up the front line here so that we have a slight advantage. Machinery in 2 turns. My capital has grown. Now I feel a lot more comfortable to work these high production tiles. Clear that marsh. Clearing marsh is worth some production. Put a farm right there. We'll go to the next turn. One thing I really liked about Civ 6 is that it lets you keep your Pantheon even if somebody converted you. Something that feels missing from Civ 5 when I go back to play it. So these cities are going to produce my support units. Weirdly enough, you're not allowed to build a pasture or a stable, which makes me think we will stop trying to please the gods in that way. And instead, you will focus on making me swordsmen. My city's making 43 production per turn, which means we can 2-turn crossbows. We'll kind of start making noise at the border here to try and draw them into some poor engagements where we may have a bit of an advantage. We'll see what they do them. I'm expecting them to try to slam me with some knights. That's exactly what happened. We'll pull one back. And I could 3-turn ironworks. I'm going to 3-turn ironworks before I start mass producing crossbows. I do think that that is potentially worth it. Can I get a flanking bonus? Perfect. That got us in a policy. I'm going to take warrior code. No, I'm going to take the professional army. That'll give me gold, production, and culture in all my cities, thanks to the barracks that we have. I improve that tile. Just keep my workers busy. You need to heal up, good sir. And then we'll pull you back. See what the enemy decides to do. Make sure to chop that marsh. Excellent. There was the night poke that we were expecting. Pull you back. Push you forward. Let's see, you are promoted in open terrain. I'll move you 1 tile to the right, move you 1 tile to the right, remove you 1 tile to the right. 1, 2, and 3. Can we get that kill? Perfect. Slip you back. That's a 20 culture kill on that knight. Slowly we want to take apart the enemy forces. Remember, swordsmen and cavalry are my support units. One of my cities grew. I think it was you. So I shall assign one of those pops to a farm. Excellent. No peace for you, buddy. He went for one of my archers. We can do a swap here. I can purchase something with faith. I'll pop into Fez. Oh, I guess it was a missionary that I could purchase, not what I was actually looking to buy. Let's make sure we get the flanking bonus, decisive victory, kill, and then pull you back to a safe distance. And now in Marrakech, now that we have everything assembled, we can sort of start the crossbow exodia and queue up all the crossbows. The city did grow. It's working a 3 production tile. I think the better return is going to be food in the long run because of the science gains and stuff. We have excess happiness too, and we haven't even built a lot of our happiness buildings, so I think that's the right call. It feels like the right call to me, but again, do you ever really know? You kind of just, you try stuff until it works. That's how you beat this game. Now, I got a lot of money, so I'll make sure I upgrade my crossbows, and then I'll have a little think about what I want to build after that. The AI always makes a big mistake. The AI always attacks you, which forces you into murder. It forces you into conquering the world. Because now the incentives are aligned for me to go on the warpath. And the incentives are absolutely not aligned for me to be chill. Upgrade 2 crossbowmen. We'll upgrade another one next turn. Another one will finish next turn. We still have plenty of horsemen flowing in from Casablanca. We have swordsmen coming from Fez. Reinforcements coming from the south. Excellent. We're almost ready to think about starting putting this to siege and going for Attila's course to take him out. There's steel. I will come into my cities and I will put the armory to the top of the queues because the armory is really unique in that it provides you with your second promotion for your units, which will allow you to get the important cover promotion, stuff like that. It also, because it's an armory, it'll also give us +1 production, +1 culture, +1 gold in all our cities, which is fantastic. All right, let's move you forward. I'm going to take you, rough terrain promoted, blast, get you to here, get you to here. You're going to promote and heal. I will bring a horse to here to protect from flanking, and I will bring a horse to here to protect from flanking. I'll bring a swordsman up, a horse around, and we should be able to do serious damage to this city, if not take it. Fez has grown. Well, I do appreciate you continuing to grow. Please continue to grow because we have excess happiness. I need to do drama and poetry, and I need to get my Writers Guild because I'm falling behind on culture points, which is a problem for me. Okay, you want open borders? I'm not interested. This swordsman got hit quite hard. Hello, Polynesia. There's drama and poetry. I'm going to spend a turn getting my Writers Guild, because that's worth a lot of potential culture. I'll pull this swordsman back to this tile, clear that marsh, get up to here. We definitely want more roads. 1, 2, 3 city shots, bring you to here, upgrade you to a long swordsman, so you're ready to potentially take the city. I will say natural heritage sites is a fun one. We'll commit that proposal. In terms of research, I would like civil service for food from freshwater. I would like the trade route from sailing. And I also want musketmen from gunpowder, so we'll start working our way towards that. I think crossbows into muskets is going to be a very, very hard combo to deal with, especially if we follow that up with like chemistry for cannons. Heal up this crossbowman because he's a little bit hurt. If you're going to buy my luxury for gold, you're going to buy it for 7 gold. One of my horsemen got killed, but that's not important. Remember, the horseman is a support unit designed to assist the other units. Let's bring the great general up to this tile. We'll take this city. We'll create a puppet for now until we can get military tradition for the courthouses being better. We did get the Writers Guild. We need to take some pops in here to work it. I'm going to take a pop off of the iron and the stone here and put 1, 2 onto the Writers Guild so we get that extra culture, and then we'll keep making crossbows. Capital grew, which is part of the plan. Great General has been born. Anchor 1 was built by another player, so we've settled the score that Mongolia set us up with at the start of the game. How dare they? Now, when do we upgrade our horses? We upgrade them at nights. So I'll go for night tech to get better horsemen. And he's probably going to go slam the city straight back, which is honestly a wild move, because I am more than happy to trade horses for your long swordsman, because my horses can dip into the city and then dip back out. So if you want to use this as a location for me to just kill your units for free, be my guest. Okay, we have access to pikemen and food from farms on fresh water is better now. Pull some of these units back for healing. Boom, lovely kill. Let's get you there, prop you there, prop you there, prop you there, prop you behind, prop you here. We're in a pretty good position, I feel like, with an arc around the city. Keep getting those crossbows for me. And you shall also get me the horsemen. These are double promoted horsemen now, so I can get drill 2. And don't forget, we get culture and gold from fighting, or at the very least culture. Yeah, I haven't taken the gold one yet, but I will. Now, I'm expecting this city to fall, but then immediately to recapture it. And this time, I'm going to try to hold it. I'm going to annex the city. I think it's in anarchy, so I'm not allowed to buy anything, but that's okay. Yep, keep bringing those crossbows. I'm going to take those rough terrain barrages. Most of the terrain we're fighting in is rough over here, so I think specializing for rough terrain is, at the very least, a reasonable move, if not a clever one. I'm going to push horses to the front here to tank for me. Remember, the horses are expendable. That's what they're there for. It's always good to have a unit that you don't care about losing. That's not to say I want to lose those horses. It's just that I don't care if they die. I'm never intending to lose them, but it doesn't matter if they go. Let's get you working on the courthouse. Can I purchase walls in here? I can. That'll give this city a little bit of strength. Get that kill. Finish that road right there. Finish that road right there. This land is very clogged up and needs to be unclogged. It'll take us some time. I'm going to get warrior code. It'll give me 2 warriors for free immediately that I can then upgrade into longswordsmen. And it'll also start earning me gold for killing things. So move you forward. You can become a swordsman. You will need to be upgraded again, but that's fine. Another horseman has been done. Let's grab that horseman. We've spent all of our iron. Keep taking those rough terrain promotions so we can fight in that difficult to fight in terrain. Casablanca has grown. Keep on growing. Don't stop yourself now. I do like how much gold this civ seems to make. I mean, I feel like I'm just making a lot of gold. I don't know if that's just like this is my civ, if this is the game I rolled. I just feel like I'm flush with cash right now, and it feels pretty good. I'm looking forward to capturing Mohenjo-Daro. All right, a unit was killed. What was it? Looks like it was a horseman on this tile. That's fine. Let's make sure we kill this conquistador. I'm going to move this crossbowman forward a tile. I think killing this crossbowman is like of imperative value. Pull you back, push you forward, move you 1 left, build roads there. We need to chop this. We need to chop this. Get you up into that position, shoot there, fall back for a heal. I will move you to here so that you can loop around. Keep on making those crossbowmen, man. That's the unit that will win this war. You mark my words, okay? We will need to promote some of them with open terrain combat because the land around here is a little bit flatter once we break through this horrible forest. All right, let's trade with a cat again. I would like to buy another caravan. Okay, I need to wait a turn before I can afford another one so that I can keep trading. Builder, go improve that tile. You're in a perfectly good position, great general. You should heal right there. Healing up my troops. You can't shoot anything because of all the forests in the way. You guys are preparing to get upgraded, but we're not quite ready to upgrade you. We are going to have to look into getting happiness soon, but that's not important as it currently stands. The city took a little hit, but that's okay. There's castles. We can now build Casbahs. We also have access to non-aggression pacts. I'm going to get the drop on my happiness now. So Colosseums and Circus, because my happiness is dipping low, and it's really imperative that our happiness never goes below 0, because that's when you start taking unit combat strength penalties. I'll move this to the Maori. I assume that that has the best potential for tech stealing. I'll move you forward a tile. I'm going to upgrade you, even though it's not necessarily what I wanted to do. Shoot you there, and then we could claim this victory, but it might not be the right thing to do this turn. But I'll do it anyway. So the inexorable march forward is inexorable. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be prevented. Marrakech has grown. It's starting to grow on me. Take a grow on me. Production focus with you and slowly regrow. I'll take double open terrain promotions on you. In terms of optics, we go straight to gunpowder and chemistry. You could make an argument for stopping for education because that'll speed up the actual trajectory, which I think is a reasonable decision to make, so I will do it. I'm not happy about it, but I will do it. Open terrain with cover is a good call. This horseman, open terrain, and then open terrain. You can also become a knight now, which is great because the knight is about twice as strong as the regular cavalry, right? As the regular horseman, rather. So where I can, I will be spending money to make my army stronger, because that's the advantage of having lots of money, is being able to do just that. So he wants peace, but he wants a lot of cities for peace, which he is not getting. I lost a swordsman, but consider, right, what I lost in that swordsman versus what I gained in this entire attack. I need this guy to give me open borders. I'm thinking 3 gold per turn will do it. That means I can now push through his borders to actually fight Mongolia there. And this opens up the front line quite a bit. Right, move you up there. You become a longsword. You become a longsword. We'll move a knight to... I don't want to put knights in range of the city. There's no point in taking a city shot for no reason, right? It's too premature. But next turn we can start thinking about tanking those city shots. I would love to get an artist guild for the extra culture. Faster I can get culture, the better. Happiness, though, I'll get the Colosseum. If I could get the Circus Maximus, that would be beautiful. Fez has grown, and I continue to make that city grow. Taking some hits over here in Mongolia. I would love if Siam declared war too. Let's advance the front now in a mass advance of knights and crossbows. Okay, make sure you chop that jungle. Make sure you chop this jungle. Chop that tile right there. I'm going to pull you back a tile. You're building a road. I'm going to pull you back a tile as well. Keep you safe. You're healing over here. That's comfortable. Let's get that Colosseum going. Crossbow leveled up. That's perfect. And you leveled up as well. Most of these units sitting in the back will have to chill for a turn, but that's okay. I think this is a pretty reasonably executed counterattack. It might not be. It genuinely might not be. But I don't see... We lost a knight. Big problem right now is the terrain. The sheer scrappy amount of rough tiles is making it difficult. Also, I need to buy this tile to make this unit leave. Yeah, see, we can't project power with our crossbows into these tiles, which means we need to bring up builders to get chopping on them. Do I want to take a turn to build amphitheaters and get a slight boost to my culture? No, amphitheaters don't help me kill cities. Oh my god, he has Gatling guns. Jesus Christ! This is the absurdity that you're dealing with here when you're fighting the AI. Like, Gatling guns? That's here, bro. I do feel like I still got a chance. I don't think I'm dead, I'm just annoyed. Which is not usually how I feel when the AI declares war on me in Civ 5. Usually, I just straight up don't feel good. Like, I feel like I'm dead. But the fact that I was able to tank a hit and punch back is pretty good. We got a great rider in Marrakech. Do we just bulb this? Probably. Absolutely need my universities up. God damn, this city is so much tankier than the other one. I'm gonna bulb this rider so that I can get better courthouses to make the city less trash. Maybe I should go even harder on crossbow production. I don't know, man. I'm flapping in the wind here. I just don't know. Do I just continue to assault as hard as I can? Because I'm worried that if I continue to assault as hard as I can, like, I want him to approach me, but he's not. Look, he's getting efficient trades and everything. He even got my great general? How? Amazing. Like, that's a huge coup for him. Man, it doesn't feel good. The terrain is just so clogged. I can't get anything through. Because I can't flood through, he's able to set up a defensive line and chip away at me as I try to get through. I'm gonna go full offensive and try to slam my way to victory into his armies. Like, I just lost 2 units. I can only get 2 units through these choke points per turn. Devastating because of these hills. I cannot get through. I'm trying my best. We will get somewhere. I can see why terrain is so important to war. I'm gonna quickly grab my universities. I think that's gonna be an important thing in the long run. I think it's fundamentally what I don't like about the Deity AI in Civ 5 is when I play the game, I want to play like a really chill, peaceful game. And because of the way that war works in Civ 5, when someone declares war on you, you go honor and then you fight the world. There's no like pivot away from honor, right? Or there's no other strategy that I know of that works, right? And that's just a feeling. That's how the game feels, right? That's all. I'm gonna lose some units here. Actually, I didn't lose units. I'm impressed. God, look, I just can't shoot anything. I can't get into advantageous positions. I can kill this knight, I think. But it'll cost me. I can save you, slam here, keep crashing knights against my opponents, build an aqueduct in Coracea. This is a huge-ass crusade. I don't even know where that's going. Like, I'm expecting the counterattack to be just devastating here. We'll see. Like, I'm expecting to lose 2 to 3 knights here and maybe a crossbow. Yeah, we definitely lost a crossbow. Lost a knight and a crossbow. Like, people are adopting ideologies, dude, and I'm still out here making crossbows. I'm like, yeah, if you bend a piece of wood the right way, you can like use it to shoot an arrow, and then these guys are like, we're building factories. That's the pain against playing the highest difficulty AI is like, I think the game actually just becomes less fun when you're fighting against these kind of odds. Like, it's far more interesting if you were fighting against someone on the same odds and they were doing okay. But like when someone else is just like, I have more points than you, it doesn't feel good. It's why nobody likes rich people, right? Do you know why? Because rich people were born with most of that money. And rich people are going around like, you need to just play better. And we're like, motherfucker, you were born with more points, okay? Your scoreboard started at 100, okay? Mine started at negative 69, 420. Every rich dude TED Talk, here's how I found my success. It's like I was born into a moderately wealthy family that allowed me to pursue my dreams without having the financial or fiscal responsibility that gets in the way of 95% of people pursuing their dreams. It's like every single time. It'll be like some inspirational talk from some dude who founded a tech company, and he'll be like, hey, how's it going? All right, we're back. Okay, I lost only 1 knight that time. We've opened up the terrain a little bit, so we have better shooting sight lines than we had before. Let's keep those crossbows coming. Also, we have our universities, which is divinely inspired. Where can I take production from? It's hard because I don't want to take any food away from these tiles. I guess I can take this one. But yeah, I need that science in here. Particularly, I also need the science generation. We are getting somewhere with these assaults now that we've opened up the terrain with workers. Fortified tiles that my units are standing on. I can't fortify that tile. I can start fortifying here, however. We're definitely opening up the terrain for warfare, which will make our lives a lot easier. So I'm expecting to lose a unit or 2 here. Well, let's see what happens. Now, we haven't been replenishing our units for a couple of turns because we've been working on other things, namely universities. Let's get you up there. Shoot him, slam, road. I'm expecting to lose one of these crossbows here because there is just so much violence around. Oh my goodness. Germany, what are you doing over here? Not Germany. You look like Germany. Can I get you to join this war? Hold on. Fuck, you want way too much stuff. Honestly, I think the game is more fun when you play at like Immortal or Emperor. Like this is just not that fun. God, that counterattack was devastating. 2 units lost. We do have musketmen now. I think that's the problem I have with the highest difficulty. That is typically how you have to, like, in order to actually have a viable game, you have to play the game in an incredibly niche, specific, and frankly unfun way to actually achieve anything of note. I don't really like it when there's a correct way to play a game. Does that make sense? Like, what I want to do is I want to peacefully chill. But like Attila, even though this war is not going anywhere, even though I've literally conquered a city off of him, he won't let me chill. He's the anti-chill, in fact. And now I'm in a similar position as to where I was earlier, where I can't really get in. Am I just underbuilding? Is that the issue? I build more units. May adopt a policy. Let's grab military cast. Should I have just committed harder to crossbowmen and nothing else? These are questions I don't really have answers to as a player, right? Because I haven't played enough of this game to know. Yeah, I think I just don't get what I am supposed to do on Civ 5 Deity. I think that's just the problem, is I just don't get the game right now. And so maybe I'll scale back I'll go down a notch on the difficulty scale. Here's how I feel, is I feel constrained as a player when I play on this difficulty level in a way that isn't fun. And my goal when I'm playing a game is to have fun. And so I feel constrained. So I might try dipping down the difficulty levels. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.